this Corvair, I'd have to look under for sure, but most of the early models, these ones, didn't have any sway bar on them, so they were really unstable when you tried to sway on them. I think they saved something like 35 cents a car, but when they made however many, you know how they are, even back then, they wanted to save 35 cents. To them, it was probably $1. But that made the car too unstable when you had to miss a moose or go for some beaver, miss some beaver.
That's the beaver test. So what was the moose test?
Well, part of what they came on all the things about the Corvair being so unsafe was they had to do a fast maneuver to miss something on the road as if it would be like a moose or a bear, but they call it a moose test. They even do it today. All of the new vehicles that have the electronic stability control, that's because of the moose test. And so if you tried to do the moose test in the Corvair, quite often you'd end up like a Mercedes flipping over. A 2000 something Mercedes, if it did the moose test, it would flip over. I think it was the B200 model. But same with the Corvairs. If you drove them right, no problem. Once they got to the newer Corvairs, then they started putting sway bars on. All that stuff went away.
Wow. And so what is really unique about the Corvair suspension?
Corvair suspension is I think it's the first mass-produced vehicle that GM made that had four-wheel independent suspension, so it's not a solid front axle, it's not a solid rear axle. It's got really plush ride the whole way around.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Wow.
They really like to handle through the corners if they have proper shock absorbers on them. But back in the 60s, everybody wanted to ride around on their couch, so they put really soft shock absorbers on them. But once you put a set of Conies or some high performance shocks on these, man, they are fun.
Cool.